Hey guys, I know it's been like a couple weeks now since I made a video. I don't know, I've been having a little bit of a rough go of it. I wasn't really sure like what else to film, and then I've just been like super burnt out. Like a week ago, I was riding my bike because I don't have my car anymore, and I got hit by a car like pretty bad. So I've been doing like physiotherapy for the last just this past week. I was doing that, and I just haven't really had any motivation to do like anything. Like all of the progress that I had been making, I feel like it's just gone. Um, I'm back to just like sitting around all day watching YouTube and like playing games on my phone is what I've taken to doing now, and then staying up all night till like 6, 7 a.m. for no reason, watching YouTube and stuff, and then waking up at like noon and rinse and repeat. Uh, it's been like, it's particularly bad too because like even when I do want to go out, it's like I have all of this extra stress because like before, yeah, I was driving without a license and that was stressful, but now I'm like afraid of like bodily harm, like on the bike, like I don't know, like I was already afraid to ride on roads and like so I live like just beside the city of Toronto where you're allowed to ride your bike on the sidewalk, but like if I was going to go into Toronto to like see a friend or something, I'd have to ride on the road, and that's just scary even though realistically I did get hit on the sidewalk, so you'd think that I would be more scared of riding on the sidewalk, but it's just like in my mind, it's just like, well, the sidewalk should be safer, so if I can get hit on the sidewalk, then I'm even more likely to get hit on the road, and on the road, the cars are going faster, and, like, you're gonna get more hurt if you do get hit. So, like, I don't know, that's been concerning me a lot, and I just, like, I don't know, things have been spiraling back out of control, and I don't know what to do about it, and it's scary. And yeah, that's about where I'm at. I mean, like, so I only have I think one session left of the free counseling that I was getting from Peel Family Services. So, and I mean, even still, it's not like she's been helpful, like at all, honestly. Um, like we talk about stuff, and but it's like I feel like the kind of therapy that I need, at least, sort of judging by what she's been saying, is like it's gonna take a lot more than 6 sessions. It's like a very long, drawn out thing of like digging into like my childhood trauma and dealing with that all like uh not repressed, but like I don't know, like subdued emotion and memories. Like we were having this sort of interesting conversation where um I was talking about uh like emotions and how I cope with them, and kind of just like ball them up, like crunch them up and like shove them down. Um and she said, "Oh, well, but like, it's not infinite. Like you can't do that forever, right?" And then I said, "No, it I feel like it pretty much is." And I gave the comparison of a black hole. Because I thought that was really fitting because, a black hole is something that it's, so dense and so heavy that not even light can escape it, right? And so it's like everything that goes into it, it gets crushed up, crumpled up, compressed, it goes in, and it never comes out again. And so that's sort of how I put it to her, and I'm like, well, that's sort of how I think of it. And I gave her some pause. She really because obviously, like, she was of the position that it's not infinite and you can't do that forever, and there has to be like a breaking point at some point. And I disagreed with her, and I'm like, no, like, I don't. What other way is there to deal with emotion? Because if you sit with it, it's not like it goes away, it's just there. So the only way to get rid of it is to ball it up and push it down, at least in my experience. And so she was saying, oh, well, you can't do that forever. And I'm like, well, yeah, you can. And I mean, you kind of have to, right? Like, what else can you do? Um, and she rather liked my black hole analogy. And she said that she was going to have to think on it. So I mean, I don't know. We'll see what she comes back with, I guess. But like I said, like, this therapy has not been helpful whatsoever. It's like I'm stumping my psychologist. Like, she didn't know the stress response. Like, she was trying to get me to talk about fight, flight, or flow, and I couldn't do it, and I was like so confused. I'm like, fight or flight, and then flow is supposed to be like, when you're in your happy, good state of thriving, or whatever. And I'm like, well, I'm definitely not in flow, but fight or flight don't really seem like they fit most of the time either. And it was me who came back with, well, like, hold on, you're forgetting freeze. The stress response is fight, flight, or freeze. And she's like, oh, that's great. I have to write that down. And I'm like, I thought you went to school for this shit. So, fuck, man, I don't know. But, yeah, I think maybe I should go and try and get a referral to an autism specialist. Although also I think that I might be able to get therapy through insurance, the insurance company of the guy who hit me with his car. Because, like, I mean, I obviously had pre-existing psychological conditions, and since being hit by a car, they've only gotten worse. So hopefully I'm able to qualify for more counseling, I guess, like, through that. But other than that, I mean, I think that I do need, like, an autism specialist, as far as, like, who's gonna counsel me. Because I mean, like, I don't know, because this one woman is the only person that I've had as a psychotherapist. That's her job title. But, like, she seems like she really does not know anything. Like, she don't know her shit at all. It's embarrassing. So I just, like, I have to wonder, like, is it just her, or are they all this bloody useless? Because she is very popular. Like, I remember when I was first doing the intake and all that stuff. So she did my intake, and then I had another person call me back to tell me that, I qualified, and they're, fast tracking me, or whatever. And then they asked me, like, what kind of counselor that I wanted. And I was kind of humming and hawing over it, and they're like, oh, well, like, or, if you want, like, the same person that did your intake could do it. And I said, oh, yeah, that's good. And I just remember that the lady on the phone had remarked, oh, yeah, she's very popular. So, like, I guess she's one of, like, the more popular therapists there, which is concerning, because if she's one of the more popular ones and she doesn't seem to know what she's talking about at all, then, like, it doesn't bode well for the rest of the profession, is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So I'm just, like, I'm at a loss. I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I'm just making this video just to kind of, like, get it off my chest a little bit, and let you guys know what's going on, because I really do want to try and upkeep this YouTube channel. But, like, I have been so just unmotivated and tired. Like, I have a concussion from the car accident, so that's not helping. And I'm feeling a lot more tired than normal. I feel like it's like I was just starting to crawl out of this burnout that I've been going through for years, and I literally got, like, smacked right back into it by a car. Like, yeah, so I don't know, like my house is starting to get messy again. My dishes are starting to pile up again. Like, I'd been so good for like a month keeping them clean, keeping my kitchen looking pretty good, and it's just like it's all going to shit again, and my sleep schedule is going to shit, and I'm just like I'm stuck again. I feel like and I don't know how to kick myself out of it this time, because last time it was like, this awesome discovery of, oh, this is what's wrong with me, this is why it's so hard, that like kind of helped bring me up out of that. And like, while it was also just rest, I guess I just need to rest, right? Because I think that's what really helped me last time, was giving myself the permission to rest, and then resting, and then slowly kind of getting back into it. But I mean, I've been really stressed also about money lately. I think that is part of like what what's been bothering me so much, and why I've been so burnt out, basically, is because I'm constantly worried about, like, I'm late on my rent by what, like 11 days now, for this month, and I don't know how I'm gonna get the money, and you know things are just like I applied for disability a few weeks ago now, and when they asked me if it was like an emergency, like if I was sort of in dire need and needed to start the application process right away, I made the mistake, I think, of saying no, because I just like I feel like I'm never like I'm never in. It's never an emergency. It's never. I'm not like dying, right? I'm not like bleeding out. I'm not like about to get kicked out. So like I feel like I don't know. I just feel weird. I feel weird enough as it is asking for help. Like, do I really deserve it? And then to to go a step farther than that and be like, no, I really need immediate help right now. I'm super important. Like, I just, oof, that makes me feel really weird. So, yeah, I told them like it's fine. You can, I can wait or whatever. And then they told me that the application process, like just before I hear back to get an appointment, could be months. Um, so I don't know what I'm doing. And I mean, even in, like, if I got disability, it's not like I could pay my rent and stuff like that. So I don't know. I gotta figure something out, because like I don't know. I don't want to continue to be doing the things that I've been doing, and I really want to like sort of get my life in order and be like a normal citizen that, like, you know has a normal job and pays taxes and like does all that stuff, like income tax. Um, because I don't know, I feel like it causes too much stress to live sort of on the outside of society. It's like it's so stressful. You know, you can't get like it's hard to get a credit card. It's hard to rent a place when you don't have a credit score and, like, a employment history and like all this stuff. It's like it just makes every aspect of life like so much more difficult to live like on the outskirts of society and like the fringe of society, so uh, yeah, but it's hard, and like with the lockdown still going on here in where I live in Ontario, and the pandemic and all that, it's hard to find a job as it is, And even, if I did, it's hard for me personally to keep a job, like a full-time job. Like every time I've had one in the past, I always end up getting really burnt out and quitting, or like whatever happens, um leaving the job for another one that seems like it's gonna be better, and then it's not. It never is, right? And I don't know. I just feel so stuck, and I'm like, where do I go? What do I do? Yeah. I think that's it. I think that's enough of a ramble. I just wanted to get all this out because I don't really have anyone to talk to about this kind of stuff. So, I mean, my therapist, but we've already been over the fact that she's pretty much useless. So, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to get all that out, and maybe some of you guys can relate, maybe not, but thought I'd give you guys all an update on how I'm doing right now, which is not great. But subscribe if you want to subscribe to see like how useless my life is, and if it gets any better. And so I've been watching a lot of like true crime YouTube, and I really like those kind of videos, and I was thinking about starting a new channel doing that kind of thing. One of my friends is really into true crime, and she said that she would love to help me at least with like research and that kind of aspect of it. Um, so that might be really cool. But it's like I've been thinking about doing that all week, and like uh, it's so hard to bring myself to do anything. I haven't been practicing the guitar. I haven't been writing my book. Um, Obviously, I haven't been making YouTube videos. I'm literally forcing myself to do this one because it's like I have to do something. I have to do something that's not just sit on my couch. Um, and even then, I just like pulled my phone out and started doing this spur of the moment. I didn't plan out what I was gonna say or anything like that, which is why it's such an ungodly ramble. But it is what it is, I guess. So hopefully that channel gets up and going. I'll put a link to it on my channel page, on this channel page, if I actually do get it up and going. But I was thinking about doing, like, centering my focus on stories involving Canada, like either that happened in Canada or happened with Canadians, as far as true crime goes, because as I have come to learn, there's a lot of stuff that goes on up here, and our police suck. Like, holy crap. Oh, God. I mean, like, I already knew about it. Like, there's this one case in particular that I followed it really closely at the time because I actually know a couple of the people involved from when I was younger, and it's the Dylan Millard case, the fucking piece of shit who killed his girlfriend and his ex girlfriend and his dad, and then killed the random guy to because he robbed his truck, and it's like when you look at that case, it's like if they had paid any attention to Laura when she went missing, um, those other two people would have never died because it's so clear from how Millard acted that he just got cocky. He did the first one, and then nothing happened. He didn't even get questioned by the police, and he got cocky and he did his dad, and he got away with his dad, no problem. They barely talked to him. They didn't interview him as a suspect. Um, and then he, like, because he's like, well, I'm untouchable, I can't get caught. And then he went and he did the thing with Tim Bossma, and it's like if just the most basic ground level police work had been done, when Laura had gone missing, he wouldn't have he would have been arrested probably, and if not, he at least would have been scared and probably not had the balls to do what he did to his dad and to Tim Bosma. So anyways, that kind of stuff is really interesting to me. So I think that that I'd like to get into doing that. Let me know down below if you guys are interested also in true crime and you think that you would want to watch videos like that about just like explaining stories of cases of I think mostly solved but maybe some unsolved murder cases that are like particularly terrible and horrific. I mean, like, we all know Luca Magnotta was Canadian too, right? Like, there's some really messed up shit that happens here, and like I don't hear people talking about it from that angle so much, you know. Anyway, yeah. So that is everything now, and